It feels really good and also really weird at the same time to pick up this show kind of where I am now, because like I went back and watched some of my old reactions. I went back and watched some of the old episodes. It's just really weird when copyright makes you so you have to stop a show and then you find a redirect workaround somehow later. It just feels weird. What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius, back at it again with another episode 13, because we left off on episode 12 of Fate Zero. Last episode we had, I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty boring episode in terms of action. You know, it was a lot of philosophical and deep debates between Irisville and Saber, and then Kirei and Archer. But I think where we are leaving off with Kirei getting those command seals on his arm and Archer kind of baiting him into using the Grail to find his own desires and such, betraying not only his master, which is Tosaka, but also Archer's master, because Archer's master is Tosaka as well. It's just interesting where Archer lies, Gilgamesh, because he doesn't truly have like he has everything he wants in the world, so he's just doing this for pure entertainment and joy. So it's just interesting to see where we are right now and where this could end, because I have no idea at this point. The only servants that are completely dead, or servants technically, is Assassin. Saber's still up and Adam, Ryder's still fancy, Lancer's still got the new master, because it's not Kaneth anymore, it's his fiance, right? I didn't actually write down her name. Archer, Gilgamesh is still fine. Berserkers with Karia. I want to know. That's probably who I want to know what happens to the most, because he has sacrificed so much to help the Tosaka little girl, you know, not have to deal with the Mato family bullshit. So, and then Ryunosuke, who is just fucking demented and crazy. But remember, guys, with certain shows like Fate Zero, I cannot put the reaction on YouTube because it's a single-handed reason why my old channel got shut down. You know, Sony Music Japan is killer when it comes to the copyright strike, so make sure you click the link in the description if you guys want to see the reaction to this episode. Other than that, Dapper Squad, I'm going to hop right on into this. If you guys want to see the full length, or you guys want to see early access to the other shows, including this one that I'm watching, check out the Patreon down below. Let's hop right on into this Fate Zero, episode 13. So I'm curious, because this is happening, because you know Netflix is really weird when it comes to seasons, especially with anime. So like I don't even know if Fate Zero technically had 2 seasons. I always just assumed it was 25 episodes concurrent, you know, releasing like 25 episodes just like Demon Slayer, also by Ufotable. But this classifies it as season 1 and season 2, and due to that, the last episode was the season 1 finale. And now it's season 2, which is episode 14 technically, but season 2 episode 1. Because it's technically dead center of the entirety of the show, it doesn't seem like this is gonna be like the climactic huge battle of the end, at least, you know. I wonder, because like at this point I'm trying to think, you know, who could die, who could make it, who's gonna be the winner of the Holy Grail. I cannot think of a singular outcome right now. I could possibly see it being anyone, but that being said, I don't want Karia to die. I don't want Kiritsugu to lose, because I love Irisville. I do like Saber. I don't want Waver to lose, because I especially like the advice, everything that was given to him to this episode. I would hate for his life to be cut short, you know, with Iskandar. I love him. I think I already said Karia, especially because of all the sacrifices he made. Kaneth and Lancer could lose. You know, I could, well, technically Sola now. I wouldn't necessarily be too upset about that. Tomioka Tosaka, I don't see him losing with Archer, with Gilgamesh, so I don't know what's going to happen with there. And then you still have Kirei thrown in, who, what's he going to do? Like, I can't predict an outcome right now to the show, even in the slightest. The only person I'm almost positive will have to die and lose is going to be CASTER and Ryunosuke, which I'm excited to see their deaths, because fuck them, you know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, I'm curious to know on how accurate these people are to their IRL actual historical figures. Like Gilderius is Caster. I want to know if he's real. Berserker, haven't had his identity yet. Gilgamesh doesn't seem like a real person, but the Gate of Babylon, I don't know what time period that was, but isn't that like in terms of time periods, isn't that the furthest of anyone on here? Like furthest back? I have no idea. I just know Babylon was a real place, right? I have no fucking idea. So if you guys want to enlighten me, I'm ignorant of the situation. Alexander the Great, of course, was a real person. Macedonia, however you want to pronounce it, was one of the greatest conquerors in all of the world. I know that. I know he was an avid drinker. He died in his early 30s, though. That is a shame. He said, I love how writers said, you know, people, well, because Waver said a lot of people, especially historical conquerors, kings, want their names to be immortalized in the history books, you know, passed down for generation to generation. And writer said that is some sort of immortality. But if I could just have 1/10 or 1/1000th of that even added onto my actual life, that'd be way better. And you know, it's just like, it's kind of sad because he had such a thing going for him, but he died in his early 30s. I want to know how he died. Was it like Caesar or some conspiracy plot against him, you know, murder? Was it just in the heat of battle? Was it natural death? You know, at the time, you know, medicine, I'm guessing, that wasn't nearly as good as it could have been. Was it alcohol poisoning? You never know, you know. Then you had the assassin group Hassan, who I've heard is a real assassin group, and was like like, that'd be so cool to be a part of an assassin group, man. Like, I wouldn't join the assassin group, but that'd be so cool, man. You're just like, all right, you go kill this guy. You like, that'd be just fucking. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now for the first time because I love most of the Assassin's Creed games. So Assassins just have a special place in my heart. Like, I started with Assassin's Creed 2. But I just think it'd be cool to have a group of assassins. Ezio Auditore di Firenze. I will always remember that name. Requiescat in pace. You know, when he says rest in peace when he kills someone. Like, goddamn, is that good. Then Arthur Pendragon and Diarmuid, of course. I just want to know. Because like I said, I don't even know if King Arthur was a real person. You know, they have always the Knights of the Round Table and the guy who pulled the sword from the stone. I'm just so, like, is that even based on? I don't know these things. I'm an idiot. I won't lie to you guys. But I love the little abilities that they have based on their time period. Like, there was a Lady of the Lake that apparently blessed Saber's body, so now no water, no matter how deep, can be an obstacle to her. That's fucking awesome. You can run on water. Like, yeah, we don't have chakra coming out of our feet like in Naruto, you know, but that's cool. We can run on water. That's awesome. But like I said, I found it interesting, the conversation Ryunosuke had with Caster about God, and is there a God, and what he views as entertainment and worship versus blasphemy, both being a certain level of devotion. That was an interesting conversation. I didn't take it too much to heart because I'm not a religious person in the slightest. Also, because fuck them. But I also really liked Ryder's talk to Waver, you know, and saying, like, you don't need to rush everything. There will be a point in time to where you'll naturally become who you were meant to be and fight your own battles that you are forced to fight, and you have plenty of time to see your own battlefield, stuff like that. Because Waver really does seem like he's rushing it. And, you know, it's just like, not a good comparison or analogy, but it's kind of like a kid who's just yearning for a job and to be an adult and responsibility, and, you know, the parents saying, come on, give it time, your time will come, you know, it happens. So I really like their relationship, and I love how he said, like, wouldn't it be better if you were contracted with someone else? You'd be winning so many more battles so much more easily. And he said, yeah, you're probably right, but my true enemy is the world. So compared to the world, you and me are both pretty equal on that note. We're both small little poppy seed dots. And so I love how no matter how weak, how small you are compared to your enemy, if you can overcome them, you can overcome them. Like, that's awesome. That's some real life advice that I truly think Waver needed. And, you know, he's still that little shy, has a little temper, a little attitude kind of kid. And I love how Ryder's just nonchalant, like, everything, you know. He's like, the book says I'm tiny? You can't always trust books, you know, you never know who wrote them. Like, it's just, I just love Ryder. He's my favorite, I think. If I had to have a list of who my favorite and who's not, I think it goes Ryder. I gotta say Gilgamesh. because Gilgamesh is so interesting to me. Then probably Saber, then Diarmuid, then Berserker, then Hassan, aka the Assassins, just because I didn't see them too much and they were always under Tosaka doing like his dirty work. So I would love to have seen them be a little more independent. You know, it's not just the sneaky, always in the background kind of thing. And then of course Caster, because fuck Caster. But I'm just digging the show. I'm excited to see this battle and what's gonna happen. This it's been building towards this for a minute. So if you guys enjoyed, like I said, please leave a like, because I always appreciate the likes you guys give. You know, please let me know what you thought down below. Of course, if you guys want to see the next episode ahead of time, or if you want to see the full length of this one for some reason, you can always check out that Patreon down below. I appreciate you, Dapper Squad. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.